And some great performances already from the world's best. As we see the rookie Caroline Marks, who's put together some great free surfing clips in recent times. Getting her first opportunity here. Beautiful backhand flow. Big drawn out bottom turn, setting up those big pocket carves. Bring this one right through to the inside and belt it once again. So a great start for the rookie in what will be a very difficult heat up against Joanne Defay and Nikki Van Dijk. Nikki with that hometown edge.
Caroline Marks, this rookie on tour, has been so impressive to me. She's brought that fun factor, but also just so mature in her competitive approach. Caroline just sticks with that critical section and always eyes down the line, trying to figure out her next move. So to open up with that 5.67 for the rookie, just a great start to this heat.
There's a group of women on the championship tour who've been fighting so hard to get those big results against those perennial title threats. We'll come back to that point in a moment as we see the surfer in blue up. This is Joanne Defay, always aggressive, doesn't hold anything back on that first section, but unfortunately goes down. It's dropping a 5.67 on her first wave and just happens to be sitting in the perfect spot to pick up this bigger set wall. This one's going to shut down though. She's going to get out of there. 25.5 minutes to go. So yeah, as I was saying, it just seems there's this group of women on the tour. I'd put you and Lakey Peterson at the top of that group. Is that something that mentally you had to decide on before that first event?
I think in the back of your mind, that's obviously the goal for any of us wanting to start out at Snapper in the first event. But you know, you just have to go through the process and go through the motions, and it's so hard to put expectations on yourself, especially coming into such.
Tells me her intent on the wave. And then Nikki, we spoke about her being a local girl. She's here back competing at one of her home breaks, and obviously a favorite coming into this one, being a local. But Nikki had a lot of foam on the face of this wave, so trying to get those rail moves in and find a bit of critical space to work with. Not too much
ruins, you know, coming out of a new fresh year.
Absolutely, and now we've got a couple more women that are in that group as well. Nikki Van Dijk, Joanne Defay, pushing really hard to get themselves up into that top 5 picture, and a pretty decent exchange there. I think Nikki will be really inspired competing here at home. This is, you know, the one event where she just has definitely the majority of the crowd cheering for her.
It's a great life. You know, you can revolve your days around getting better at something.
All right, well, we've got Caroline up once again. She's currently out in front. She had a 5.67 on her first wave, a 1.5 to back that up. She's probably already gotten rid of that low-scoring ride with some big turns here, really threading together some huge moves on the inside now, looking for another big finish, and she's going to get it. So Joanne Defay, she was in second spot, looking for a 2.01. She's going to be chasing a much bigger score. Nikki Van Dijk had a 3.83. on her first ride, but the rookie continues to impress, and you can just see the comfort factor going up, Rosie, with every ride she takes.
Ball running away from her, but then Caroline, this is the way that we've been impressed with from the rookie. Clean swoop. You can see the way that she's just taking her time to set up this first maneuver, makes connection, and also projects out with a lot of speed. Stays out on that front part of the open face, looking down the line to make connection with that last maneuver. So strong, big maneuvers from Caroline. And then this wave behind Caroline, Nikki digging into that first turn. I like that from her, and it just seems like she's figured it out. Nikki's having a little browse.
Well, Nikki's got a big section to work with here. It did flatten out just a little bit. She was forced to go to that carve. Glides through another arc on that second move, bringing it right through to the inside now, doing well on a tricky wave. Bit of foam on the face there. And she'll get a nice little float, projecting out onto the flats there. Just under 19 minutes to go. And Van Dijk trying to better her own score, that 3.83, to chip away at the requirement that Caroline Marks is going to have over the field here in a second. Waiting on the numbers to come through for Caroline, and this is the replay at Nikki's ride.
Nikki, beautiful offshore wall for her. Gets started. That wave gets a little bit slopey, so no critical lip to really connect with. Those beautiful carves. Again, a frothy face to work with. Just bringing it back around, waiting for this wave to stand up, finding some speed and really accelerating through that last move.
I definitely recommend everyone go check that out. So on Jeep or WSL's YouTube channel, you can get that 360 experience. But right now, back to the lineup, the last heat of the first round underway. Joanne Defay, she's been a little quiet, but she's starting to make some noise now. Some big turns on this wave and a solid finish, moving a lot of water. That's going to feel good. I was wondering when Joanne was going to click, and that was the moment.
Your mind and body connection kind of wants to do the same big carves over and over again. So it really takes some good breathing and some good timing to mix up your maneuvers.
Take us through this wave, Malia. What turn did you really love?
I like Joanne's first carve, to be honest. Then she came straight into that second one. She got a little off balance on that third one, but she did finish it well, and that'll be her best wave of the heat for sure.
Rosie, we're going to have another look at it. This first turn was really solid.
Well, yeah, like both yourself and Malia have pointed out, it's just so important to really just lay it through. You see how she swoops her head and shoulders, and it all just follows through. Such great connection and timing with that first section, and that's what sets up for the second turn, where she also just lays into the rail. So two kind of rail moves, but there was a little bit of difference in both of those maneuvers and throwing a lot of spray.
Let's have a look at this wave for Joanne. This is a crucial one. Chasing a 5.67, not a bad start. And really unloads on that second move. This is going to be a great score to break down, because I think this is going to work right into what we were just talking about. You can get a number carving your way down the line, but in limited room, I think we've seen some surfers turn heats or turn in big numbers with just a couple of solid moves.
And let's look at this replay. That was a little setup turn down the line just to get her right under the lip, and she definitely threw everything she got. She didn't hold back. I like that last move.
She needs a 5.67. Do you think she's going to turn the heat with this one?
You're going to put me on the spot, aren't
Of course.
you? I really can't tell you, but I'd love to see Caroline's 5.67, because I think we'll have to compare that just to, you know, compare Joanne's and Caroline's wave.
Here we go. This is it. This is the wave she's decided to have a crack at. Just on a minute remaining. Chasing a 6.2. Needs to go big. This wave stretching out just a little. Still out there on that open face, getting some solid turns done. Hangs onto that final move. But it wasn't one of the biggest set waves. 40 seconds to go. I think they'll be pretty quick to get a number in here. Let's have a look at the replay, Rosie.
Well, does well to use a priority, knowing that the clock is winding down. So set up turn there, and then leans into this one, gets around this section for some open face. That's where she would have wanted that wave to stand up, just to make connection with the lip. There she gets a bit of connection. That rail gets dirty as she exits that turn, but still some strong moves. Malia, your thoughts?
I think the wave size is just a little bit small compared to what is out there, and so I think it won't be what she needs, unfortunately.
Well, the numbers come in. It's a 4.6, so not quite enough for Carolyn Marks, and the experience and composure of Joanne Defay will see her through to the third round. A heat score total of 12.87. Stick around when we return. More action coming your way from the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach.